Time to play the game. Time to play the game.
Welcome, sports fans. This is Ed Dick from Primetime Sports, bringing you a PTS Light. We're talking bracketology. We're talking boys basketball for high school. The Brunswick Blue Devils, who we had Coach Joe Mackey on earlier this year before the season started. He kind of gave us a preview of the season and who to watch for. The Brunswick Blue Devils are partaking in the Copley District. This is a new district for the Blue Devils, as they have been in Grafton Midview's district at least for the last 10 years, maybe longer. As long as I can remember, they've been in the Midview district. But we got new teams, we got new challenges, and a new venue. We'll see how the change of everything affects the Blue Devils going into postseason play. The Copley District will feed into the Akron-Toledo Regional. The winner of the Copley District will take on the winner of the Midview District. Oddly enough, each team gets seeded, and then it's a 12 team district tournament. Each team gets seeded 1 through 12, and then they work out their matchups, based on records, and based on records, and they work it out, based on seeding as well. So we have the top 4 seeds in this district. The number 1 seed, Stowe. The Stowe Bulldogs, the number 1. Number 2, the Brunswick Blue Devils. Number 3, the Nordonia Knights. Number 4, Akron Firestone. Two seeds 2, 3, and 4 all have a bye into the sectional finals. The number 1 seed, Stowe Bulldogs, chose to play the first round matchup. They'll be taking on the number 12 seed Lodi Cloverleaf Colts. Should they win that game, they'll take on the next lowest seed, the 11th seeded Highland Hornets. So Stowe, even though they have to play a first-round game, they do have the easiest road to the district semifinals. Should they advance? We'll take a look at the other first-round matchups here. Up in that same top of the bracket, it's going to be number 9 seeded Cuyahoga Falls taking on the number 6 seeded Twinsburg Tigers. The winner of that game will take on Akron Firestone. We go down to the lower half of the bracket. It's going to be Walsh Jesuit taking on Hudson. The winner of that game will take on the Nordonia Knights. Then we have a Medina County triplet here. We have the Wadsworth Grizzlies, number 8 seed, taking on the number 10 seeded Medina Bees. The winner of that game will advance on to play the Brunswick Blue Devils in the sectional finals. Now, so we have all those matchups going right now. This is the tournament that starts on February 28th, and it's going to conclude on March 10th. I like Brunswick's chances in this district. Brunswick probably has the most dynamic backcourt with Ryan Badowski, and with Ryan Badowski back there, he's got other young guys, Kyle Wheeler and Zach Parker, and you can't forget about the veterans, Jason Swords, Scotty Stern amongst those. Making an impact for the Blue Devils. The Blue Devils have only lost to 3 teams this year: Garfield Heights, Mentor, and Twinsburg. Oddly enough, who's in the other half of the bracket. So when you can't say Brunswick hasn't played a tough schedule coming into this tournament, and they've won enough games to earn themselves the number 2 seed. I think the way I see this playing out, we'll start in that lower half of the bracket there. I think Wadsworth's going to take out Medina. And we're going to set up a battle of the primetime sports markets here to say the Wadsworth Grizzlies against the Brunswick Blue Devils, and that'll be a big game, Medina County-wise, and for our viewers, in Wadsworth and Brunswick. Should they win, I think we'll make a trip out there and get some footage for you. I think Hudson is going to defeat Walsh Jesuit, and I also think they're going to beat Nordonia to advance to the district semifinals and win themselves a sectional title. I also think Brunswick's going to win their sectional title game against Wadsworth and move on to the district semifinals as well. Up top, I think Stowe's not going to lose to Cloverleaf or Highland. I think they have a pretty easy route to a sectional title and the district semifinals. And I think Firestone is probably going to defeat the winner of Cuyahoga Heights and Twinsburg, or Cuyahoga Falls and Twinsburg. Although I wouldn't put it past. I couldn't put it past Twinsburg to come up with a couple upsets, as they have defeated Brunswick. That's one of their biggest wins of the season. and I can see Twinsburg making a run into the district semifinals. But I'm gonna go with Firestone for the time being. We're gonna set up our district semifinals. I'm looking at Stowe against Firestone. I like Stowe to win that match, and I like Brunswick to take out the Hudson Explorers to set up a district final of a 1 and 2. Stowe and Brunswick. Brunswick has defeated Stowe this year. That's gonna be a big psychological advantage for Brunswick going into that game should it arise. It's not easy being the same team twice, but having already defeated Stowe, they know what they need to do. They know they can do it. You look at the other side for Stowe. They've seen Brunswick now. They've seen them up close and personal. They've seen what they can do, and Stowe should be able to make the proper adjustments. And I think that'll be a tremendous district final game between the number 1 and the number 2 seed. I think this is the year that Brunswick gets out, though. Brunswick has not gotten out of the district since 1999, where they were a very improbable team. They went 8 and 12 in the regular season, won 5 straight games to get the regionals. They've had other tournaments where they've been the number 1 seed or a high 2 or 3, and everything that possibly bad could happen has happened in the last 12 years to Brunswick in the districts. Whether they just face a better team or they have an off night and the team they're playing happens to have a great night. Last year, all world center Pat Forsyth injured himself in the first round, and Brunswick couldn't get past Berea to get to the next round. With Pat Forsyth last year, they had a real good chance to get the regionals, and with everything he brought to the table, he was their guy, and he just happened to get hurt last year at the wrong time. This year, I think Brunswick's more complete as a team. They have a tremendous point guard in Ryan Badowski and a great wing scorer in Zach Parker. Parker having just tied the school record for threes in a game with 8, while Badowski had 7 himself. So against that game in Strongsville, they were both hot, and it's gonna take an effort like that again for them to get out of the districts and make some noise in the regionals. So my recap is I like the Brunswick Blue Devils to come out of this district and take on the Grafton Midview winner in the regional tournament. Just a quick preview. Get out, see these games. The tournament starts on February 28th at Copley. It progresses all the way through to March 10th. Some key dates. February 29th, Wadsworth versus Medina. That's an 8 o'clock game. The winner of that game will take on Brunswick on March 3rd, also an 8 o'clock game. And the district championship game will be on March 10th at 7 o'clock. And hopefully we get to see that 1 and 2 matchup that I'm predicting. And that should be a tremendous game. Check us out. We're all over the place. We're on YouTube. We're on Facebook. We have our website, www.primetimesportstv.com. You can email us at primetimesportstv@gmail.com. So you like us on Facebook, check out our YouTube page, and we actually just debuted Josh Jeffy, one of our hosts here, debuted us on Ustream, which is it's a unique opportunity for us to be able to do these tapings live. And we'll be able to do web chats and answer questions, and just chat with you, the viewer. And that's what we want to work towards, to be more interactive than what we are now. So check us out on any one of those mediums. It's going to be great. We're going to be expanding here soon with Ustream, and check us out, our new times for primetime sports at Brunswick Area Television. Saturday mornings at 8, Tuesday nights at 7. So we got our 2 new time slots there. So check us out on TV as well. Thanks again, everybody. Get out to these district games and have a great one. Thank you much. Bye.